everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is April the 21st, 2025, and this is episode 304. On today's show, I have whips and hauls, so sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. That's not a good place. How has everybody been these last 2 weeks? I've been doing okay. I had the kids, went knitting, slowly getting over this thumb issue, but I was able to stitch the week before. I just only worked on 3 projects and I didn't work on them a lot, so I thought, what the heck, I will wait until this Monday. So I did some more stitching, so I've got 2 weeks worth of stitching to show you, plus, like I said, some haul. It's just one piece of haul, so it's nothing really dramatic or anything like that. So yeah, stitches came out. Thumb is healing. It's still sore, especially since I seem to bash it on everything around me. But it is getting better, and I think I'm going to be much more careful with knives. In fact, I probably will only put them in the dishwashers from now on because this has not been fun. But anyway, thank you all so much for your kind healing words. There we go. So I really appreciate it. Shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. I am going to start with my Sal, the Heaven and Earth Design Sal. This is Steampunk Bortle by L&L Designs. I'm stitching this on 25 count, easy count, and I completed page 5 on Saturday. So there is page 5. Yesterday, I didn't do a lot on it yesterday, but yeah, page 5 is done. So 6 and 7, and then I will have the 6 full-size pages that I have to complete to get the 11 other projects that was in the Sal, and then the rest of that to get the rest of the projects plus 1 extra. So yeah, very happy with how much I got done, and it's still 19 days. It's really nice getting that done within the 19 days. So I'm happy with that. Okay. I worked on Winter Montage. And this is by Janlin Designs. I have the kit, so it's with the kit floss and the 14 count Ada. And let's see. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did do some more back stitching and started working down here. So yeah, I did a lot of the back stitching. I still have some more, of course, because this thing is full of back stitching, but starting the pine cone that's down here was really nice to be able to do. And this is what I had done Monday before I cut my thumb. So then I worked on, what is this? This is Jane? Yes. Jane Hopkins, 1875 by Hands Across the Sea. I am using the Cold For floss, and the fabric on this one is, do I have it somewhere very convenient? I do, if I can find it. Here it is. This is being stitched on 36 count Legacy Linen by Picture This Plus. And I worked some more on the big flower here. Let me see. Big flower, just filling that big flower in, which is the flower on the top. So I love this so much. So this is using the silks, and I just absolutely am in love with the silks. It's just so fun to stitch on this. So, trying to pull out these beautiful Choix de Gers, I think, silks. So pretty, so much fun. And I don't know why I have this one in a Halloween bag or a skull bag, but what the heck. I had fun making skull bags, so. Okay. And then that was the only 3 projects that I worked on the first week of my injury. So this is all starting last Monday. So Hawthorne Hill, which is my Whip Go project. So my Whip Go for this month is completed. I worked on it, this Hawthorne Hill, for 2 days. And this is being stitched on 28 count gingerbread linen by Picture This Plus using the called for floss. And the gingerbread is not the called for fabric, but that was close enough. So I believe I almost got page 1 completed. There might be a couple of little odds and ends on page 1, I think, but I'm not really sure. So at least if page 1 is done, then the samplers, I wanted to get a page finished. So if that is complete, then this sampler is actually done and can be put away for the year, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work on sampler September. Let me look here. Nope, there's still, okay, there's still half of one of these flowers that goes right here, and then that page will be done. So, but I'm just going to keep plugging along with it because this isn't, I like this stitch as well. So this one may come, this will probably come back out several times before the end of the year. And then the start of the 26 the alphabets. I just dropped it on the floor. I'll pick it up later. Okay. And then I worked on this one is, I did this on Americans Tax Day. So yes, this is Let Freedom Ring. So this is being stitched on 36 count Fabric of the Month Club by X2 Design in the chocolate cocoa, I think is, I'm going to call it cocoa. And I didn't do a lot on this time. I just started working on the second page. All I did was this little bit up here. I hope you guys can see that. Because I was just not feeling stitching last Tuesday, or this Tuesday. So that's all she wrote. I like this project. It's just sometimes I don't feel like working on it. And Tuesday was a day I was not feeling it. So it didn't get a lot done. Then I pulled out Halloweenies. This is by Plum Street Samplers. So cute, Halloweenies. And I am stitching Halloweenies on it's Zweigart. It's 40 count. Yeah, I think this is 40 count. Should have brought my glasses in. 40 count light mocha Edinburgh linen. So actually I think it's 36 count now that I think about it. But I completed one whole dachshund. So that was really, I was really happy with that. And I did the 2 pumpkins next to him. So this part of it is finished. So I just have to finish this side. So yay, this will definitely be a finish this year. If I don't finish it before Halloween, it will definitely be finished in October, which is very exciting. And next week, or next time I do this, I will make sure I know what size fabric it is. Sorry about that. Then I worked on Put a Bird on It, which is the Sunshine Stitchers Salve for the year. And this is by Modern Folk Embroidery. And if you follow along, it's a 13-month stitch along. It started in December and ends this December. And I pulled my own floss from Silks for You. It is being stitched on 36 count prehistoric by Fox and Rabbit design. And I finished April's, section. So it was this over here, just half of this is April's. So May, I will go ahead and put the purple in to this corner and then fill in the little bits that need to be filled in for May and go from there. But this is where it's at so far. Makes me very happy, and I like filling in the whole motif so that you don't have to worry about the colors, since they are slightly variegated. Okay, and the last thing I worked on was this is Snooty Parrot by Barbara Anna Designs. I just love the Snooty Parrot. I don't know why. I'm not overly, the saying isn't what drew me in there. I think it was the birds and the house. And if I could move everything up and keep it without the words, I would, but I can't. So, unless I want to get rid of the two things on the bottom, I'll have to wait and see when I get further down. And this is being stitched on, oops. This is being stitched on 40 count Country Mocha Newcastle by Swigart. And what I did this last time is I did complete the whole row in green. So the top of the border in green is done, and all of the flowers on the top of the border is done. So when I work on this again, I will start with the alphabet and just keep going down like that. So, yay. I was really happy to get that top border completed. So, very happy. Okay, that was all of the stitching for the last 2 weeks, which is not a lot for me, especially that Let Freedom Ring. But I did work more on Steampunk Portal that day, so it kind of leveled out anyway. But yesterday, I hardly stitched at all. We had Easter with the littles here and an impromptu birthday party for the youngest of the two grandsons. The third grandson lives in Texas, and he's coming up in July. But my middle son's youngest son's birthday, we kind of threw a little happy birthday party for him here, gave him his presents. They had Easter egg hunt. They had a great time. And so by the time they left, I was kind of wore out. So I think I did a little over 100 stitches last night, and that was it. And I mostly knit. So I'm almost done with my one sweater. So as soon as I'm done with my sweater, I'll show you guys. It's really exciting. When I get in the mood to stitch on it, I do. Okay, purchases. I went ahead and picked up a yard of 28 count Easy Grid to do the Once Upon a Fairy Tale. And I am thinking about starting that probably next year. I do want to start it. I'll work in tangent with Gamer and then move Ex Machina in after Gamer's done and just go month by month maybe, or week by week. I'm not sure. It'll probably end up being month by month. But I do have a full yard of the 28 count because 1, 2, 3 stitch does not have 25 count. And I think 28 count will be okay anyway. So, and I really like this 28 count. The fabric that I thought I wanted for it, I don't like it. Even though it's a gridded fabric, I don't like the gridded texture of it from, what's the mother's Weigart? So it must not have been the Lugana. It must have been a different, I just didn't like it. But this one I know I will like because I like the Lugana. Plans. I really don't have any plans for this month, for the rest of the month. I went ahead and crossed off all my plans because I'm not stitching as much between my thumb and I think this planning every day out and writing it down, I don't like. I like picking what I feel like stitching. I have learned that in the last couple of months. So, yeah. I do have Sleeping Bee out there, I think. I'm going to be working on that one. And then from then on, I know I do want to keep doing the last day of the month is my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And the 25th, if it's not on a weekend, is a Christmas stitch. And I do like that picking out. I think that's perfect. And I like the first day of the month to be my stitch along, put a bird on it. But other than that, I think those are, and the 13th. If the 13th isn't on a weekend, then it's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. But anyway, yeah, I learn about myself, and I think I can change myself, but that doesn't work. So I've stopped trying to force the stitching. So hopefully just picking what I feel like stitching when I come back here will help immensely. So some of these projects you're going to see a lot since there's only 20, there's not even 25 anymore. I think there's only 20. So you'll see these 20 a lot, but maybe I'll get a few more done or start something new. I probably will start something new soon. So anyway, looking around, I have nothing else to share with you guys. I hope you had a pleasant Easter. I hope that your weather in your neck of the woods is very nice and warm. It is getting nice and warm here. My front yard is almost devoid of snow. My backyard, not so much. The front yard, yes. So kids wanted to go outside and play yesterday, and I said, no, not yet. Not yet. We don't have a fenced yard, and sometimes, even though we are on a side road, people do go flying down the road. So, yeah, that's not that they're going to run out into the road. They're older now. I should let them play outside. I really should. I should let them play out front. Maybe I will this weekend. It just depends. But anyway, looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy, and that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.